Alright, here is one of my secret weapons, my quest to get fit. Most people know that my primary mission in getting smaller, getting leaner, is to actually build muscle. Because by building any muscle, I will become a much more efficient fat-burning machine. My second mission, however, is to actually melt that fat away, to burn that fat away. And here's one of my secret weapons. A walk. Not just a casual walk, a brisk walk. Just under the verge of trotting. In fact, it's so close to trotting that my body would rather trot than walk at this brisk pace. Even me, a guy that actually hates running, would much rather trot than just to walk briskly, purposefully. But I gotta focus on keeping that thoroughbred in the stable. I gotta focus on keeping that tiger in the cage, because I need to walk right at this pace. That pace right below a trot is about, for me, it's about 70% of my max heart rate, which is optimal fat burning movement for me. Most people's are right in that range. 70-75% of your max heart rate be max fat burning. That's the first thing I do with my walk. The second thing I do, to show you that sometimes things can be a little bit more than they seem. The second thing I do is I'll fall into a focused, purposeful breathing pattern. I will think about my breathing, and I'll fall into a natural rhythm of breathing on purpose. I breathe in deep, and I breathe out deep, long. Breathe in deep, and I breathe out long at my natural rhythm, but I keep that natural rhythm. And once I fall into it, I keep it. Sort of like a machine. So if you listen to it, it sounds like a rhythm, a machine. And as I breathe in, I focus on filling up the bottom part of my abs down here, not my chest. In fact, I feel my lower abs expand when I breathe in, and I feel my abs go down when I breathe out. I'm not breathing high into my chest. The next thing I do, and this is the final thing I do in my walk that is more than a walk, is I do not allow random thoughts. My period of walking, whether it's going to be 20 minutes or half an hour or an hour, I do not want to have just random thoughts. I want to have purposeful, focused thinking. So what I do to make it easy is, for the time I walk, I don't have the thoughts of myself. I get into use my imagination to imagine that I am the person that I'm trying to become, whoever that is, and I have that person's thoughts. I plan that person's day. I reflect on life from that person's point of view. I even look back across my actual history and I reflect on my past from that person's point of view. I don't allow just random thoughts, especially random thoughts from the person I actually am today. So these are the three things I do all at once when I'm taking my casual little walk. Now, this walk is inserted into my workout plan, right? Outside of what I do in the gym, outside of what I do to increase my cardio, like running and sprinting, things like that, outside of having crazy people try to kill me in spinning classes, all of that's in addition to this. This is what I just sneak in. I sneak in these walks, and I will walk and get it done. So in that hour of walking, I spend an hour burning fat. I spend an hour of mindful breathing, and I spend an hour of focused, concentrated visualization. All of those things are done on top of each other, combined with each other, as a part of each other in that 60 minutes. It's pretty powerful stuff. Sometimes a walk is a little bit more than just a walk, even if it's a simple walk in the park.